Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. Tonight we are on location, and tonight we really are on location. We're out in Orono, Minnesota, quite a distance away from Benilde-St. Margaret's in Orono, Minnesota, bringing you 6-3A championship basketball featuring the visiting Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights taking on the Orono Spartans. Both these teams are Metro West Conference rivals. They've played twice earlier this year. Orono won by 8 in their first matchup on January 7th, and then beat the Red Knights by 26. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us. We're underway. The winner goes to the state tournament, and lest I remind you, Benilde-St. Margaret's is going for their third state championship, and right off the bat, number 5, Zahara Bishop, their leading scorer, 19.6, gets the first three, and now the steal by Sydney Friedley to Presley Watkins, and they're up 5 with less than 30 seconds gone in the game. Now the Spartans have been throwing a punch right at their face, down 5 with the ball, their first possession now. Again, glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. I expect a war between these two tonight. Glad you're with us. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Now the running jump shot taken by number 3 for Orono. That's Maya Moore. She's their leading scorer, 23.7, misses her first attempt. Now Zahara Bishop with her second three off the front rim. Rebound to number 21, Raylyn Pierce. Now the Spartans into the front court. Man-to-man defense by the Red Knights. To the near wing, number 33, that's Evelyn Miller. She gives it up in the corner to number 14, Marilyn Prenevos. Now at the top of the key, look at the shot clock, 16 seconds remaining. Orono looking for their first points. Now from deep in the corner, an air ball. And Presley Watkins with the rebound, if you call it that, with the missed shot. Now she's into the front court. Now to Kate Casper, number 33. She drives the lane, kicks it out to Presley Watkins. She's averaging 16 points a game. She's got her first three of the night. And now there's a token 1-2-2 full court press here. Not a token, a real press. And the Red Knights defense has been magnificent of late. And they're gonna put it on, and it works again. Now the lead pass to Kendall McGee with the left hand. And the Red Knights are up 10-0. We've got a timeout on the court. And the Red Knights are serving notice. They are the defending state champions. They've lost 2 to the Orono Spartans, and they have come out with a 10-0 lead. Timeout on the floor with 16:03 remaining in the first half. My goodness, things could not be going better for Coach Tim Ellefson and these Red Knights on the road. But one of the dangers of getting out in front this good, this early, is that there's a lot of game left. So I expect this game to come down to the wire. But obviously the Orono Spartans and their coach, Chris Bjorgaard, trying to settle his team down. One of the things that they have a disadvantage, despite being the Red Knights twice this year, is that these Red Knights have been here before. This is their 3rd consecutive section championship game. They've also gone on, as I mentioned, the state tournament, and those are pressure-packed games. So the pressure element favors the Red Knights in this game. Orono has not been here very often before, and they need to find a way to calm their nerves and just get a basket to get back in this. But right now, this Red Knight team and their crowd heavily enforced on the near side here. Now following the timeout, 16 minutes to go. Look at that 1-2-2 trap press. It can be very difficult to beat if you don't know what you're doing. But nice job by Orono beating the press. Now to the front court from the near side. 3-point shot taken by number 21, Raylyn Pierce. Misses. Now the dish underneath by McGee, and Kate Casper with the left hand. I think the Red Knights are shooting more than 90% here in the first few minutes. They're up 12-0. So following that timeout, that's exactly what Coach Bjorgaard did not want to see, is a missed shot and then a make by the Red Knights. Now the defense by McGee. They've got her trapped. Ball loose. Taken away by Friedley. Now it's tied up. Still loose. No whistle. Now taken back by Orono. And now we have contact. And our first foul of the game is going to come against the Red Knights. And we'll see, I think it's gonna be against 33, Kate Kastner. That'll be her first personal team first foul of the game. And checking out will be Raylan Pierce for the Spartans. And now a throw in, 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Spartans. They get it in safely to number 14, Marilyn Prenevost. Now Prenevost at the point guard. Man-to-man defense by the Red Knights. Now down to the low post to number 33, Evelyn Miller. Nice move by her, off the board and in. And that should calm the nerves of these Orono Spartans. Now Kendall McGee to Zahara Bishop, and now she loses it. Now into Presley, look at the look by her. And Sydney Friedley, wide open underneath. Calmly, the sophomore, puts in two. She averages 10 a game. Now the Spartans to the near side. Blocked by Kastner, out of bounds. This Red Knight team defense is playing lights out right now. What a block by Kastner. Unfortunately, we don't have a replay tonight, but we do save these on YouTube. You can go back and watch it again if you happen to be watching live. Nice look in underneath, shot, and a foul. It's going to be called on Kendall McGee. And we all know the story of Kendall McGee and her knee. She was out all of last year after hurting it in their first state championship run. She's back for her senior year. Trying to get the 3-feet, but at the line is Orono. That shot made by number 33 for Orono. Evelyn Miller, she averages 9.3 a game. She gives the Spartans their third point, going for the fourth. And that is good. So Orono starting to find the range from the basket. I expect them to get better as the game goes on, but right now that was a knockout type punch by Red Knights. Now Kastner to the near side. Checked into the game with Zeta Jenkins. She's a freshman. Now Sydney Friedley. Kate Kastner drives the lane, up with the left hand, in and out. Ball loose, Friedley had it. I thought she may have stepped out of bounds. Stolen by Kastner. Rebound, bounce pass to Mirabelle Wisner, number 14, who's checked in off the bench. And she's averaging 6 points a game, and she's got 2 right there. Now into the front court, Orono to the near side to number 3, Maya Moore. She's their leading scorer. Her running jump shot off the back rim into the hands of Jenkins. Now Friedley, back to Jenkins, the give and go. She gets it to go. My goodness, these Red Knights are playing lights out. Now Watkins clapping on defense. They're feeling it. Now the Spartans struggling with that 1-2-2 full court press, then they go to man-to-man in the switch. Very complex defensive scheme by these Red Knights. Inside shot taken by number 33 is Evelyn Miller. And out of bounds, and we're gonna have a foul on Orono. Number 34, Adeline Schwendeman, is gonna get that first foul call for Orono. That'll be their first team. And a throw-in underneath, and there is a little full court pressure, but the only one is number 14, Marilyn Prenevost. She's gonna put pressure on Sydney Friedley. Now into the front court to the near wing, that is Zeta Jenkins, the freshman, to the sophomore Friedley. She averages 10 a game, she's got 2 already. Now top of the key, Mirabelle Wisner, and nice anticipation on defense by number 3, Maya Moore. She averages nearly 24 a game, and great defense by her, and that should give a little bit more confidence to these Spartans at home. Now another defense off the foot of the Red Knights, and now they're struggling with the Spartan defense. You've got to expect these Spartans to come back. They've had their way with these Red Knights on both prior affairs. As I mentioned at the outset, they beat Benilde by 8 in their first matchup, and by 26 barely a month ago. So what a start for the Red Knights, but I don't expect it to hold. I think these Spartans are gonna find their sea legs here in this championship game at home. 16 seconds on the shot clock, driving the baseline. The shot taken by number 5 was Bryn Leifried. Now outside, Maya Moore, and what a good looking shot does she have. As again, she's She's their leading scorer. That's a 3. She's cut the deficit to 9. Now, Kendall McGee comes right in, uses her size and strength, gets position, and a beautiful turnaround layup, sort of mid-range jump shot. Answers right back for the Red Knights. They're back up by 11 with 12 minutes to go first half. Now top of the key, Maya Moore to the near side to Schwendeman. Now back to Schwendeman. She'll pop up the 3 from the near side off the rim. Rebound is Zahara Bishop, and she's going to be fouled by number 14, Marilyn Prenevos. Prenevos looking for the charging, but she's not going to get that. She had no possession, no position. She was in the backcourt. And that'll be the second team foul on the Spartans. And 2 team fouls for the Red Knights, and now the throw in to Kendall McGee. The Red Knights will use any number of players to bring the ball up, and look at the defense. That's the second time by Maya Moore. And you can see Coach Tim Ellefson, you gotta worry about Maya Moore. She's very quick with her hands. That was almost her second steal. And so the Red Knights are on notice. They need to take care of the ball when Maya Moore is putting pressure. And I can see where she gets her confidence. As I was describing, there's one player playing a full court press, and now I can see why. She's very, very good. Not only averaging 24 a game, but her defense is incredible as well. But you know what else is incredible? Number 5 for the Red Knights, Zahara Bishop. That's her second 3 of the evening. She averages nearly 20 a game, and she's off to a great start. And the Red Knights still have a double-digit lead as we approach the 11-minute mark. Now to the near side. And the Red Knights now in a matchup zone and a little bit of a trap aspect to it. Maya Moore from outside. That shot off the back rim and a whistle from away from the play. And I wonder if the ball didn't hit some of the apparatus above the rim, and that's why. So technically, I think it was out of bounds on the shot. That was why the whistle occurred. There was no foul or any type of violation. The ball just went out of bounds on the shot. And look at, there's Maya Moore. She's a single-handed full court press. All right, last time she almost got the better of McGee. McGee is on notice. This time Moore not playing her nearly as tight. Now Bishop at free throw line, takes a step back shot. That is a big time player playing in a big time game, making big time shots at big time moments. Number 5, Zahara Bishop. Now underneath, and there, McGee swatting that away. And that brings the visiting crowd off their seats. You know, not only was that a block, that was a block with authority. That sends a psychological message to the Orono Spartans. Remember, these Red Knights went to and won state championships with Olivia Olson, and now they forced a turnover on the defense. And I was not present at those 2 prior contests, as now we have substitutions for the Spartans. Number 14 and number 21 check in. 14's Marilyn Prenevos and 21 Raylan Pierce. Now, with a 16-point lead on the road, 10.5 minutes to go first half, McGee to Presley Watkins. Drives the lane, gets double teamed, kicks it back out to Bishop. She's 3 for 4. Check that, she's 4 for 5. She came to play in a championship game, and she's playing a championship style. 4 for 5. Now, the defense by McGee. Casper to Fridley on the left side. Almost loses it to those quick hands. Saves it. Casper from outside. Are you kidding me? They've got 31 points in 10 minutes. I've never seen anything like this ever. Timeout on the floor. Orono is at a loss right now. I mean that with all the respect in the world. But this Red Knight team has played as well as I have ever seen a basketball team play at any level. We're 10 minutes in to an 18-minute half. They've got 30 points. You times that by 4, they're going to score 130 at this pace. Unbelievable. And I look over at the Orono bench. We have the camera on them. And I don't know what you tell them. Just keep playing the game. And there's nearly 30 minutes left of basketball left. trying to think what I would say if I was the coach. You got to play defense and hope that the Red Knights actually, you know, they're just playing, their shooting percentage has got to be above 90%, and that's got to, you know, that's got to come down. It's almost unhuman if they can keep that up. But right now, they are feeling it. I've been watching them. We've done a few broadcasts, maybe several in the last month, and they are ready and primed for a state tournament run. All right, found the timeout. The leading scorer, Maya Moore, almost loses it. Now top of the key, 21, that's Raylan Pierce. Pierce now picks up her dribble, nowhere to go, that's always trouble. And another turnover and a forced turnover by the Red Knight defense. Now Presley Watkins. 33-9. 9:33 to go. Maya Moore now, she's their leading scorer. You gotta believe she's the one that has to find a way, and she shot it like that from way outside. Long rebound and a reach-in foul gonna be called on the Red Knights. It looks like Zahara Bishop will get her first personal, but only the team third, so no foul trouble there. And I guess that's the thought I just had. If I'm Orono, they really need to get the Red Knights into foul trouble, because the clock is going to become an issue, and they can get points back at the foul line. So I think I would be advocating an offensive driving, getting contact, getting three-point plays. Unless their shooting from the outside improves. That's not working right now for them. Rebound on that three to Zeta Jenkins from the left side, the ninth grader. She took a bump, and that was a foul on number 21, Raylan Pierce. That'll be their team foul, the Spartans that is. Non-shooting foul, throw in underneath, 30 seconds on the shot clock, 9:11 remaining in the first half. Throw in underneath by Jenkins. Oh, Jenkins. Now she gets to Cape Casper, drives the lane, kicks it out to Maribel Wismer, and they're gonna call her on the travel. Probably the first unforced error by the Red Knights tonight. That gets Coach Chris Bjorgard off his chair. So a little bit of a momentum shifter. And if you're a Spartan, you're looking for anything to spark you here. And now they're in the front court. That's Maya Moore. Outside shot by, that was number 24, Lila Rice. She averages 5.3. And a much needed made basket for the Spartans. They're looking for some sort of confidence. Crossover dribble by Watkins, kicks it out to Wismer. This time she didn't travel. Top of the key to Jenkins. Jenkins drives, draws the triple team. Wide open, Presley Watkins. Can't get it to go off the top of the backboard. Ball stayed in bounds. Wismer the rebound to Cape Casper, and they're gonna call a charge there. And Raylan Pierce pounds the floor there, but I'm not sure that was really, looked like more like a blocking foul. I didn't think that Pierce had possession, or position I should say. And you can see Coach Tim Ellison letting the referee know about it. And now the throw in on the full court pressure, they break it easily. Now on the near side, number 14, for the Spartans, Marilyn Prenevost. To Maya Moore, guarding her. The freshman Jenkins, for quick hands, forces Maya Moore to throw it out. Now the interception, an ill-conceived pass, and Kate Capster, I should say. Outside, Zeta Jenkins off the board. Rebound, Wismer. Now the handoff to Jenkins, her shot off the board. Rebound, Orono, and now Maya Moore into the front court. In transition, kicks it to the near side. Pierce with the shot, off the back rim. Rebound loose, Wismer has it. Now to Kastner, across the line to Friedley, to the near side. Watkins kicks it up. I didn't think she was happy with that last shot, and this time she gets it to go. She averages 16 a game, and our score 36-12. They've now tripled the score of Orono, if my math is right, which was not my strong suit in school, but that's what it is. Now underneath, nice look underneath, can't get it to go. She almost was too crowded underneath, good defense by Wisner. Now the lead pass from Wisner, underneath Jenkins. Felt the pressure, it's gonna be out of bounds off of, wait a minute. We don't have a replay, but that looked like it went off the Spartans' fingertips. A although I will concede the referee was in a better position. And now substitutions for the Red Knights as Castor and Friedley will take a seat in on the court for the Red Knights. Number 30, Kiera Willis. Now Orono in the front court, under 7 to play. Shot underneath, pass I should say. And look at the Red Knights, they totally saw it. Look at that bounce pass ahead, couldn't quite handle it. And she did save it, she kicks it out, and it's gonna be an over and back on the Red Knights. Coach Ellison is saying that there was a tip by Orono that would then nullify the over and back. He's not gonna win that argument. So a turnover against the Red Knights. They still maintain their 24-point lead with 6:42 to go in the first half. Now the throw into Maya Moore. To the near side, number 14, Marilyn Prevost, and the pass in the lane and a whistle and a turnover. It looked like a travel was the call on number 34, Amelia Schwendeman. And now the Red Knights. Kendall McGee, number 3, to Zahara Bishop. Bishop now penetrates a little bit on the right side, gives it up to Jenkins. The handoff to Willis. She's an 8th grader, by the way, folks. Now Mirabelle Wisner goes up for the shot, draws contact. That'll be a shooting foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Clock stop with 6:21 remaining. Fast-moving first half here. Not a ton of fouls. 4 apiece is the totals. Neither team in the bonus, and at the line, number 14, Mirabelle Wisner, averaging 5.6 per game, gets her first attempt to go. Lead now 25. She eyes her second, and that one rattles in. Largest lead of the match in the first half, 26. Now into the front court for the Spartans. Number 34, Schmendeman almost loses it to number 30, Willis, the 8th grader out there. Can you imagine? And that looked like a travel, and it was. So Orono is a little bit out of sorts here. And that type of turnover, when you're on the other team, that being the Red Knights, you see that, that tells me that they are a little nervous, the Spartans, and would just give me more confidence to just continue to be aggressive as they have been. Now McGee talking about aggression, kicks it out to Willis, the 8th grader, and she nails the 3. Unbelievable, 8th grader, hitting 3s in championship matches, in full gymnasiums, media presence and all that. Now, Orono at the post, out to Maya Moore, she can shoot it, and she does. If anybody can bring these Spartans back, and this is the first time I've seen it, it's gotta be Maya Moore. Right now driving the lane, drawing the foul is Zahara Bishop. And that'll stop the clock with 5:27 to go. She'll go to the line and shoot 2, averaging nearly 20 a game. Now getting up ready to check in again is Presley Watkins and Sydney Friedley. And Bishop calmly puts that first one in. Now substitutions for the Spartans. Coming out is number 5, Freed, I should say, and number 20, Ella Farrell. And at the line, Zahara Bishop for her second. She gets it to go. Bishop has 13 tonight. And we still got 5 minutes to go in the first half. Almost a travel there. Spartans struggling to get the ball across the timeline at times and just set up any kind of offense. Nice job there. They got the baseline, but look at the swarming defense by the Red Knights. They cause another turnover. Now Sydney Friedley into the front court, into the corner, wide open, Presley Watkins. Are you kidding me? She is lights out from three-point range. That's her 3rd of the afternoon, or the evening. 31-point lead by the Red Knights in the first half. They've got 46. Now under on the post with the baseline. Kicks out to Maya Moore. She's gonna throw it up from NBA three-point line. Distance. Now she gets her rebound. Kicks it out, top of the key. Hesitates on the shot. Watkins almost came up with a steal. Now Maya Moore. Inside to number 33. Evelyn Miller. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Shot from outside. Good. Maya Moore. My goodness, she is great. She's gonna have to bring them back almost on her own here. Now, Zahara Bishop drives that lane, draws contact, comes up, shoots off the rim, rebound. Foul's gonna be on Mirabelle Wismer over the back. That'll be the team fifth foul. First personal on Wismer. Just under 4 minutes to go. Now into the front court, Moore, she's gonna shoot it up there. Now the rebound bounces into Wismer's hand. Now Presley Watkins into the front court. She's hot, that's off the mark. I could see that at an angle from my vantage point. Now the rebound. Maya Moore, she gets closed out. No foul. McGee with it. What a scrappy defensive play by the Red Knights. Now they're in the front court. They don't have numbers, so they'll pull it up. Zahara Bishop drives the lane, spins around, puts the shot up, off the rim. Fighting for the rebound, Spartans have it. Now Moore has it. 3:20 to go first half. Outside, three, launched, misses everything, and now McGee is gonna get called for the foul, and rightfully so. Little push there as they were struggling for the rebound. So now that'll be the 16th foul. And we got a timeout on the court by Tim Ellison, and I think it's a good time for him to take a timeout. They've got a huge lead, and they don't want to lose that momentum for the next 3 minutes. The worst thing that could happen if you're a Red Knight fan is that these Spartans get on a run and cut the deficit significantly to go into the half, and then that would take away the confidence of these Red Knights and boost the confidence of these Spartans. And they are a dangerous team. They're just looking to find their equilibrium here, but if they find it, it could be a much more competitive game here in the second half. And the only other comment I can make about that is the fact that the Orono Spartans have beaten these Red Knights twice before by decent margins. Again, by 8 points in their first meeting and by 26 in their second meeting. And now, to expect this based on the results of those two first games is quite shocking. So I think for even a Red Knight fan, no one would have expected this. But the danger of getting out this fast is that there's so much game left, and you expend all your energy, and at the end, when the game's really on the line, it gets a lot tighter. So don't go anywhere, especially now. These last 3 minutes, I always think they're a key point in any basketball game or any type of sports contest. NFL football, those last couple minutes of the first half, and there's a travel, my goodness. Coach Bjorgard has to be beside himself. You have a timeout, you got the ball, and then you turn it over on an unforced error. And if I'm the Red Knights, they should slow it down just a little bit here. You don't want to get into a track meet when you've got nearly a 30-point lead, because if things don't go well, you're giving Orono. Look at the steal by Maya Moore. How good is she? She couldn't convert though. Now ahead. Tried to get it to Friedley on the fast break. And as I was just commenting, Maya Moore is an incredible player. She just couldn't convert that layup. Just to add more frustration to how things are going for these Spartans here in the first half. Now under 3 to go. The throw-in gets tipped. McGee saves it. Look at that crossover dribble. So quick. Now she's stuck in the lane. Friedley, she can make that shot. And she did. She rattles it in. She and Presley Watkins are the two best three-point shooters I've seen in girls basketball in my life. Both those girls have great form. Watkins has already 3 threes, maybe 4. Now on the post, that's number 33, Evelyn Miller, and it gets taken away by McGee, and there's gonna be a reach in and a foul on the wrist against the Spartans. That'll be their 6th team foul, so both teams will be in the bonus for the remaining 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. And there's the call. on the wrist. And this Red Knight defense, despite their 49 points, which is incredible, but it's their defense. It's the 18 by the Spartans that's really the significant statistic here. All right, now McGee with 2:13 to go, 30 seconds on the shot clock. Are they gonna slow it down? I doubt it. It's not their personality. Now Bishop, checking it all out, 22 seconds on the shot clock. Now Wismer, inside, drives, and off the board and in. Very patient offense that time down the court by the Red Knights, and it works out. Now under 2 to go in the first half. Maya Moore drives, throws it up, blocked by Wismer. Another example of the great defense, the turnaround shot by Moore. She draws the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. And the foul, I think, was called on Presley Watkins. But that'll be the 17th foul. So for the next minute and 39, the Spartans will be in the bonus. But right now, Maya Moore shoots 2 on the foul. The shooting foul. Checking in will be Zeta Jenkins. Zahara Bishop will take a seat. And Maya Moore at the line. She has 13 points now in the first half. 1:36 to go. Kendall McGee into the front court to Presley Watkins on the left wing. She'll drive the lane, kicks it out, wide open, Zeta Jenkins. Her 3 off the front rim. Rebound into the hands of Schwendeman. And she'll back up. Now she picked up the ball in the backcourt. That is, boy, you just never do that. She got away with it. Now into the front court, and McGee came up, blocked it out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 1:16 remaining, 24 on the shot clock. Throw in by Maya Moore. Looking, now out, top of the key, number 14, Marilyn Prenevos. To the near wing, Maya Moore. Now Prenevos. Sydney Friedley along with Zeta Jenkins putting the pressure on. 12 seconds on the shot clock. At the free throw line, kicks it outside, and the shot taken by Pierce off the rim, and they tried to Maya Moore off Watkins. Now she's into the front court. She'll kick back to the center, kicks it out to Kendall McGee on that left wing. Looking to drive, lowers that shoulder, comes right in like Magic Johnson. No call, out of bounds off Orono as number 34, Amelia Schwendeman, could not corral it to retain possession. So now 20 seconds on the shot clock, 42.3 in the first half. 31-point lead by the Red Knights, and they have the ball with less than a minute. And a travel on Wismer. Turns it over on the handoff from McGee. So now the Spartans with 39 seconds left. Will they play for one shot? I don't think you would, down 31. But they do want to get a basket here. I think if I was the head coach, let's get a basket. Like that. All right, that's momentum. I would ride that into the locker room if I was the head coach and encourage my players and base it on that, especially if they can stop the Red Knights from scoring here with 15 seconds to go. Any type of momentum, if you're a Spartan fan, is what you're looking for here late in the first half. And the shot taken out of bounds, and now 5 seconds. And if the Spartans can get a basket here with 5 seconds left, they can really ride that in to the locker room. If I was them, I'd be saying, you know what, the Red Knights, they're all done. They got their 50 points. Now we're coming back. Maya Moore with 1 second. She got it off, and it's off the rim. No good. And buzzer sound signaling the end of the first half in this 6-3-8 championship game. Our score, 51-23. Red Knights are leading. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Stay with us for the second half as we step aside.
Can you help me?
What you got there?
Will you help my mom?
Hey, crew, I'll give the first move to anyone who signs up to be an organ donor. How do you do it?
Easy. Just go to organdonor.gov.
More donors means more hope. Sign up at organdonor.gov.
location, bringing you girls championship basketball in 6-3A, featuring the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret, the number 2 seed in the section, taking on the number 1 seed Orono Spartans in their home yard. And our halftime score, 51-23, Benilde-St. Margaret. And I apologize for not bringing you the score more often in the first half. Usually we have a full complement of staff and we can have that on the screen. We're not able to do that tonight. So I've heard the message. I will repeat the score early and often. We're glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying this spectacular championship game. These Red Knights have 51 points in the first half. They had 31 halfway through the first half, and they lead by 28. But they've lost to these Spartans twice this year. Spartans had a little bit of a momentum. They got the last basket, and we're underway. Spartans going left to right, and that's Maya Moore. And if there's going to be a comeback, it's going to come through number 3 for the Spartans. All right, now we're underway. Maya Moore going against Zahara Bishop. Kicks it outside to number 21, Raylyn Pierce. Her shot off the mark. Good position rebound by Sydney Friedley. Score remains 51-23. Now to the front court. Zahara Bishop, her 3 off the back rim. Moore was almost falling out of bounds. Threw it back. Luckily, her teammate found it. Now Moore comes all the way in, off the board and in. And she drew the foul. And will go to the line and shoot one to complete the play. Great start for the Spartans. They didn't give up a basket. Now they're going to get a 3-point play. They got the last points in the first half. So if you are Coach American Beauregard, you're happy about this. At the line, Maya Moore, the leading scorer. Confirmed 51-26 our score. Red Knights lead. Now, Kendall McGee into the front court. So talented and skilled out there, like all these girls are. Now, Zeta Jenkins picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Sydney Friedley. 21 seconds on the shot clock. She penetrates the right side. Kendall McGee from way outside. That's off the rim. Rebound Pierce. Now Maya Moore going for the 3rd consecutive basket of the match. Counting. First half. And that's number 14. Credible gets a 3. And they now are on a run here of 8 points. 2 3-point plays and 2 at the end of the first half. That's an 8-point run. Red Knights need to find some traction or they're going to get in trouble here early. And now Presley Watkins drives, draws the foul. And that'll be the first foul of the second half. And that's going to be again. The shot taken by Cassie off the rim. Rebound, start with it, number 14, Maryland Credible. Our score, 41-29, with 16:29 to go. Now from outside, the shot taken by number 24, Lila Ray. Now to the front court, McGee. Shakes and bakes, brings it up and that's the Red Knights in the second half. That's got to be a sigh of relief from Coach Ellison. Now, Orono into the front court. Our score, 16:08 remaining in the match. Now at the free throw line is Rice. Outside shot taken by number 25, Raylyn Pierce. Off the rim and out of bounds. Possession will be awarded to the Red Knights. 15:57 remaining. Our score 53-29. And Zahara Bishop. No real pressure. A little bit of pressure applied by number 14, Maryland Credible. But Zahara Bishop, no trouble getting across the line. First tight defense on Presley Watkins by Credible. Watkins now to Kendall McGee. She had her opponent on her hip. Comes in, gets bumped, and it's a foul, the blocking foul on Pierce. Pierce, number 21. That'll be her second personal, team second. And a throw in for Presley Watkins with 15:40 to go. Our score 53-29 Red Knights. They led by 28 at the end of the first half. Now McGee picks up her dribble at the top of the key to Kate Castor, back to McGee. McGee now tries to penetrate left lane, comes in with the left hand, quick get to the rim. Castor though, quick with the turnaround jump shot inside the paint. Score 55-29 with 15:22 to go. Now the Spartans quickly into the front court, in the corner, number 14 Predivos with Maya Moore. Now back to Moore. Moore now moves to the left side, and look at the Red Knights. They're now in a 2-3 zone with a little bit of a trap aspect there to it. Now Moore comes in, mid-range jump shot, off the rim, the board, and rattles in. Moore gets the bounce there. What a player she is. Our score 55-31 with 14:54 to go in the match. Now Friedley with the left hand, and the foul going to be called again, contact, and that's on Pierce. That's her second of the second half, and that'll be her third in the match, and she is going to check out here, and she does not look happy about it. Can you blame her? Yeah, she's in pain about that, but at the line, Sydney Friedley gets her free throw to go off the rim and in. Checking in for Pierce will be number 34, Amelia Schwendeman, and Coach Bjorgard, I was watching, he was trying to keep Pierce's dauber up there. She obviously is distraught about that third foul. He's getting her to shake it off. They're going to need her later. Now Moore to number 24, almost a travel there, I thought, to Lila Rice. Now into the corner, tight defense by Zahara Bishop. Quickness stops that baseline penetration, forces the turnover. Now to the front court, the bounce pass from Watkins to Friedley, and a clean block by the Spartans. And what a block that was by Amelia Schwendeman, suitable for framing. Our score, 57-31 remains. Time left, 14:32, second half. And now checking out will be number 33, Evelyn Miller. And I didn't catch who's checking in for her, but again, 14:32 remaining, thrown underneath by Watkins to Zahara Bishop, their leading scorer. Now underneath to Watkins, in the paint, turnaround jump shot, off the rim, rebound, Orono. Schwendeman, now Maya Moore, into the front court. 31-57 our score, Red Knights. Maya Moore now with 24 on the shot clock as we approach the 14-minute mark, and now another quick cat-like defense by the Red Knights forces the turnover. Clock stop with 14:09 to go. Our score remains 57-31. And what a great atmosphere it is here in the Orono Gymnasium. People are on their feet, both student sections nearly full all the way to the rafters and along the walkway behind the net that the Red Knights are going to right now. Now Friedley picks up her dribble with 22 seconds on the shot clock, almost a 5-second call, and great defense by Orono's number 14, Marilyn Predivos. Great denial defense as she got her left hand in there, forced it out of bounds. With 19 seconds on the shot clock and 13:52 remaining in the second half. Score remains 57-31. Throw into McGee. McGee now at the top of the key. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now kicks it out to Zahara Bishop. Bishop back to McGee. 9 seconds. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Drives the lane. And from a tough angle, she goes to the floor. Makes it in. 59-31 with 13:34 to go. And the Spartans are on the front court. What a play by McGee. Now the nice fake there by number 20. That's Ella Farrell, and shot from outside. Great by Marilyn Predivos. She's on a roll here in the second half, but quickly in the front court, that is Friedley. She took the pass from McGee. Rebound, Maya Moore. 13:11 remaining. Score remains 59-34. 25-point lead still. And we have a whistle before the shot. And a foul going to be called on Sydney Friedley. That'll be her first personal, second team in the second half. Orono has 2 team fouls. McGee and Zahara Bishop are going to take a breather. I don't think it's going to be for very long, however, with 13:06 to go. And Wismer plays great defense, stretching out to deflect that. Orono will get another opportunity. That took 2 seconds off the shot clock. 28 seconds remaining on the 30-second shot clock. 13:05 remaining in the half. In the match. Throw into Maya Moore. And a little bit of a trap zone defense as you always play when the throw-in is from underneath. Now the shot, partially blocked, rebound, kicked out. Nice job rebounding with number 5 for Orono. Bryn Liebfried, the junior 5'11" forward. Excellent on the board. 12:43 to go, our score 59-36. Meanwhile, driving on the right side is Sydney Friedley, and she'll draw the foul, and that's going to be before any attempted shot. That'll be Orono's 4th team foul, and they've got to be weary of that. Getting into foul trouble here, down by so many points. 59-36 to be exact. 23-point lead, so Orono, they're starting to chip away at it. But the clock is going to become a factor. Now underneath, what a look by Preston Watkins. Great pass, wide open Kate Wismer puts it in. 61-36 with 12:26 to go. From the outside, Schwendeman with the shot, off the board, and rebound Red Knights. No rebounding on the offensive boards very much tonight by the Spartans. Maya Moore almost got the steal. Now Kate Kasper, another steal. Wides it up, opens it up. Friedley got the baseline, kicked it out to Wismer. Wismer drives the lane, kicks it out to Watkins. She puts up the 3 off the rim. Wismer, though, fights off, gets the rebound, finds Kasper to Jenkins. Out to Friedley. Good defense by Orono. Comes in with 16 seconds on the shot clock and gets it to go. 63-36. That's a heartbreaker if you're a Spartans fan. Now from the outside, the 3. Taken. Wismer with position. The rebound to Watkins. Back to Wismer. 11:39 to go. Our score is 63-36. Now Watkins. Wide open Zeta Jenkins. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Jenkins as the Spartans, number 14, Marilyn Predavos, who's having a great second half, hits the deck. And that'll be the 3rd team foul on the Red Knights. And now substitutions as 3 players come out for the Spartans. Number 20, Ella Farrell. Number 5, Bryn Liebfried. And number 34, Schwendeman comes out. All right, now Spartans with it, and a turnover by Predavos. Blocked by Willis into the hands of Jenkins. An 8th grader and a 9th grader combined for that defensive stop and the turnover. For a championship Red Knight team, going for the 3rd state championship, but they got to get through this one after losing to Orono twice this year already. Now the nice pass by Maya Moore. She threaded the needle into the front court, into the corner. Shot by Predavos. Off the rim, it's going to go out of bounds. Off Orono. Stops the clock with 10:53 remaining. Our score, 63 Red Knights, 36 Spartans. Just under 11 minutes to go. Now a little bit of full court pressure applied by Orono. They're going to have to do something to make up this deficit. They're going to need turnovers and a lot of misses by the Red Knights. 10:40 to go. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Jenkins drives, kicks it out to Willis. Willis now looking, top of the key, Zahara Bishop, guarded by Maya Moore. Bishop calling out signals, taking a leadership role. Now with it, Jenkins drives the lane, the scoop shot blocked out of bounds with 5 seconds on the shot clock. 10:22 to go in the half. 63-36 our score remains, and now coming back in, Watkins, Kasper, and Friedley, and checking out the freshman, the 8th grader, and Wismer, number 14, the junior. Those 3 played magnificently, giving the starters a little bit of a rest. And now the throw in by Watkins with 4 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to move quickly here. And she beats the 5-second. Friedley with it. I don't know if she knows how much time. She goes down, loses the ball, and a turnover. Good defense by the Spartans. 10:14 to go in the half. Now Maya Moore being guarded by Zahara Bishop. Top of the key. This is the witching hour of this game with 10 minutes to go and a huge deficit. If Orono's going to make a move, they need to make it now, in my estimation. And that shot off the rim is going to be a reach-in foul by number 34, Amelia Schwendeman. That's her 2nd personal, 5th team foul, as opposed to the Red Knights' 3 team fouls. So the Red Knights just 2 fouls from the bonus. Now full court pressure. Man-to-man full court pressure. Nothing complex by the Orono defense, except that was great anticipation by number 14, Marilyn Predavos. And that stops the clock with 9:50 to go. 63-36 remains our score. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Watkins on the far wing to the near side to McGee. The look in underneath the Bishop. Can't get it to go. No contact, no foul, and a break for the Spartans. They've got to start converting early and often now with 9.5 minutes to go in the match. Now the crossover dribble. They're going to call a foul on Zahara Bishop. She can't believe it. It appeared, and we don't have a replay this time around, that was just dribbled off her foot. And now Bishop's going to have a seat here, and let's see what her foul situation is. And Zahara Bishop has 4 personals now with 9:27 to go, and that is of concern, especially if the Spartans can cut this deficit to 10 or less. Then they'd be honestly back in this match, but they've got 9 minutes and 19 seconds to do it. Now Maya Moore, the double team on the baseline, kicks it out to number 33, Evelyn Miller, and it's blocked out of bounds off Friedley. And that'll stop the clock with 9:09 to go, but more importantly, just 6 seconds on the shot clock. And you can bet these Red Knights are gonna be swarming as they've been all evening long on defense. Now the throw in, and they get it. 4 seconds, Maya Moore, the step back 3, can't get it to go, off the rim, almost, no rebound, McGee. She's off to the races. She'll drive the lane, comes in with the running jump shot, is good. That's pure talent, folks. Under 9 minutes to go, 65-36, 29-point lead. And the mid-range short jumper bounces in for Prenovos. And the Spartans are staying alive here by a little bit. 8:40 to go. Our score is 65-38. 27-point lead if my math is correct. Watkins now. Wismer, who's played a lot of minutes off the bench. And nice anticipation by number 14, Prenovos. She comes in and gets stuffed. And that brings the Red Knight visiting crowd to their feet. A spectacular block underneath by these Red Knights, and I've said it all year long, their defense is what's really stands out with this team. All right, throw in underneath, 32 seconds on the shot clock, 8:21 and counting, and I think we're not in running time just yet. I'm not sure what the threshold is or even if it applies to a section championship game. But 8:19 remaining in the game. 65-38 our score. Checking in to Schwendeman for the Spartans, and a throw in underneath by number 14, Prenovos. And she gets it into Maya Moore, comes in, her running jump shot off the board and in, and now McGee. And she's got numbers. It's 3-on-1, comes in the dish, and coming in from behind, Maya Moore. And McGee didn't see her out of the corner of her eye. Nice defense by Moore. As McGee was about to do a magic-type pass, the shovel pass underneath, but it gets knocked out of bounds. Now we have a timeout on the court, taken by Coach Beauregard. That timeout comes with 8:10 remaining. Our score, 65-38, Benilde-St. Margaret's. And both coaches talking to their team, and I'm trying to imagine what I would say if I'm Coach Ellison. I guess I just keep fine-tuning what they're doing and just encourage them to just keep the tempo and the energy. Meanwhile, Coach Beauregard, his team has played quite a bit better here in the second half, and I guess I just implore them to just keep going, and the shots are going to keep dropping and play good defense and try to get some turnovers, and hope the basketball gods start to come down at home here. There's Maya Moore getting a drink right on the sideline. It's the first time I've seen her play. She's very good. That's an understatement. She's excellent. And again, she's going to have to almost bring them back by herself. All right, 8:10 remaining. Throw in underneath with 30 seconds on the shot clock. Mirabelle Wismer to Magic McGee, Kendall McGee. I sometimes call her Magic because she is like Magic Johnson. Nice bounce pass. And Maya Moore, here she is again. She's got all the basketball instincts a player could need. Number 3, Maya Moore. What a name, too. I think there's a famous Maya Moore that played for the Lynx, if I'm not mistaken. Won a few world championships for our Lynx here at home. Now the throw-in. McGee grabs it with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Just under 8 minutes to go now in the match. Presley Watkins to Wismer on the wing, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Now McGee drives underneath, beautiful bounce pass, Wismer, I thought it hit the rim, and we have a whistle and a foul called on Orono, and it's gonna be a shooting foul on number 14, Marin. I've been calling her Marilyn, it's Marin, my apologies, number 14, Marin Prenevost. She'll draw that foul, that's her second personal and 16 foul, which means as Kate Casper makes that, and Arabelle Wismer playing incredibly significant minutes. Both the first and second half will come out, and Zahara Bishop will check back in, and also checking in for Orono is number 20, Ella Farrell, the 5'6" junior, and now Kate Casper at the line for her second to give them a 29-point lead. 67-38 our score, 7:44 to go. Maya Moore, no full court pressure anymore for the Red Knights. They're in a zone. It may be a bit of a matchup zone, but Bishop puts her hand up, and that shot taken by Prenevost. And now it's 67-41 with 7:27 to go. It's not beyond the realm of possibilities that Orono gets back in this thing. They've beaten the Red Knights twice this year, and that might also be the curse. What's the old saying? It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. That just might be the case here. If the score maintains. Maya Moore from way outside, in and out. That is a ridiculously, and I mean that as a positive compliment, 3-point shot from how far. Now Watkins comes in. 69-41, 6:51 remaining. 28-point lead with under 7 to go. Now the pass down to Bryn Liebfried, and she tries to go in for the shot, draws contact, and I think that's going to be on Kendall McGee. It is. On the wrist. Clock stopped with 6:40 remaining. Our score, 69-41. Throwing underneath by Prenevost. Inside to Maya Moore, can't get it to go. Bishop with the rebound, and she'll drive out of it. And across the line into the front court, she'll turn around and set up shop with 6.5 minutes to go. Our score, 69-41. Bishop now, and the Orono Spartans are going to take chances, but that's going to open up the floor for the Red Knights here as they took advantage on that last one. Now the double team, and now McGee, 14 on the shot clock, wide open, Presley walked in. That leads her 4-3 tonight, not 5. She's got 18. Now from outside, shot taken by number 20, Ella Farrell, her 3 off the rim. Rebound Spartans, now Schwendeman from 3-point land. Off the rim, rebound McGee, ahead to Friedley all alone. She took her time, bounced it in. 74-41 our score with 5:44 to go. 33-point lead. I think it's their largest of the night here, especially in the second half. And there is Marin Prenevost, the junior 5'6" guard, her second 3 in the last minute. 30-point differential, 5:24 to go. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Now McGee to Castor, and now Watkins has it. With the short dribble, comes in, kicks it out to Friedley. She can make that shot off the rim. Rebound into the hands of number 20, Ella Farrell. Farrell now into the front court with 5 minutes to go. 30-point differential. Can the Spartans make up 30 points in less than 5 minutes? We'll see. In and out by Schwendeman. And that's discouraging if you're a Spartan fan. They're going to get back in it. You need everything to go right down that much. I think the halftime lead, if I'm not mistaken, was 28. Now it's 30. Kendall McGee, and that last miss, I think, kind of took the wind and the air out of the building for the Spartan fans. A rare miss by Presley Watkins with 4:22 to go, 74-44 the score. Maya Moore tried to look underneath, out of bounds as number 5, Bryn Liebfried was not ready for the pass, didn't see it coming, and it was a little off the mark unforced error against Moore and the Spartans. And now more substitutions for the Spartans. Checking back in is number 21, Raylan Pierce. Also number 24, Lila Rice. Now Watkins to the near side, Bishop. And I think these Red Knights are going to start to milk this clock with 30-point lead. It's not in their DNA to want to not just go, 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 but after that timeout, they've got to take their time. Now McGee, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bishop. And now we're under 4 minutes to go. Outside, and we got a charging call on Bishop, and she's gonna foul out with 3:47 to go. And she's gonna get a standing ovation. She finishes with 13 points on the night. And if you recall, if you were with us at the very beginning, she had the first three right off the bat that sent a message to this Orono Spartan home crowd and these Orono Spartans that these Red Knights were here to play tonight. Despite losing to these very same Spartans twice this year by sizable margins, they have come out. In fact, I think if you add up the margins, and we got an over and back there against Willis, and that stops the clock with 3.5 minutes to go. Exactly, our score remains 74-44, Benilde-St. Margaret. Maya Moore is going to check out. And does she have 5 fouls? I don't believe so. Team fouls now. Spartans have 6, Red Knights have 7. So both teams in the bonus with 3:24 to go, and our score remains 74-44. Now outside, shot taken by Pierce off the rim. Presley Watkins with the rebound. She'll bring it up, no pressure. 3:11 to go. 28 seconds on the shot clock. McGee to Friedley. Now to Willis, to Kate Casper. It's almost like John Wooden's 4 corners for UCLA way back in the 70s. You can't do it forever because there is a shot clock, but that's exactly what they're doing, a modified version of it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now McGee with 7 on the shot clock. Look at that dribbling skill by her. The outside shot by Kate Kastner off the rim, and we got a whistle underneath and a foul going to be called on Presley Watkins. Number 14, push. And that will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Spartans. That'll come with 2:41 remaining. 74-44, our score, Kendall McGee. And what a special feeling for her, folks. If you don't know her story, go Google it on the Star Tribune. She wrecked her knee in the semifinal game of their state championship run 2 years ago. She didn't play it all last year. She ripped her knee up in 3 places. One of the most devastating knee injuries you can ever read about. And all last year, and it's been a tough comeback, and now she is leading this team back to the state tournament. Stories don't get better than that. 2:41 remaining. Our score is 74-46. Now Kate Casper will check out. She had 11 points on the night. Big hug there with Sahara Bishop. The 2-time defending state champions are going back to the state tournament. Can they get the three-peat? That was the rallying cry for the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to get a three-peat. How rare it is, and this Red Knight team, they're going to have a shot come next week. Or 2 weeks, no, next week, the tournament. Exciting stuff now with 2:37 to go. Friedley, 74-46 our score. 2.5 minutes right now, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Hard to believe that this Red Knight team lost to these same Spartans 77-51 back on January 30th. They have turned the tables on the Spartans here in the section championship when the game matters most. The Red Knights came to play with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Kicked out to Jenkins, driving layup off the rim and out of bounds off of Willis. And the clock is stopped with 2:02 remaining. And now Coach Tim Ellison will substitute out a hug for Presley Watkins, a hug for Zeta Jenkins, or no, that was number 30, Pierre Willis. And this Red Knight team can't, they are just joyful is the word. 1:56 to go, 74-46. Still playing tight defense there. Checking in, number 10 for the Red Knights, Isabella Yaku. Also having checked in was, let's see if I can get all the names here. There is number 25, Ashley Scram, a senior. She scored in their semifinal. Now Wismer with the shot, 1:29 to go. Now into the front court. Schwendeman, bounce pass underneath, shot, score by number 24, Lila Rice. She drew the foul. She'll go to the line for the and one, which stops the clock with 1:24 remaining. Our score 74-50. And also having checked in for the Red Knights, number 11, Isabella Stevenson-Shemek, the senior. And that is the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights student section. Many of them look like on the boys varsity team. They're gonna make their run to the state tournament. They may be playing the boys version of basketball against Orono. They've had some major matchups the last few years. That'll be a battle of the Titans as well. Come their finals. All right, now a travel underneath by the Red Knights, stops the clock with 1:04 remaining. And I think we're gonna hang around for the trophy presentation as well, so don't go away when this one's over. And Maribel Wismer gets a nice hug from Coach Tim Ellison, the junior. You know, you gotta think, you know, Olivia Olson, this was her team the last several years, and she's gone, and she's a star at Michigan. If you go check out the website there, is the pass underneath is good. Nice look, and the shot made by number 33, Evelyn Miller, for the Spartans. Our score 74-53, 37 seconds left in the match. Now with the ball, number 22, that was Audrey Pohl, a senior. Now to Yakub. The far side to number 11, Stevenson-Shemek. Now driving was Scram, and now the ball tipped to number 22, Pohl, with 15 seconds on the shot clock, 20 seconds in the match. Now with it, Yakub. Line dribble, 8 seconds, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Shot taken from the near side, off the front rim. Rebound, Orono. Outlet pass at midcourt to number 33, Evelyn Miller. 5 seconds remaining in the game. The score, 74-53. The Red Knights are going back to state. And look at the celebration in midcourt. Tim Ellison hugs the staff. They're bringing out the trophy presentation. And stay with us for the trophy and medal presentation as both these teams shake hands. This is their third meeting of the year. And very disappointed Spartan players. That's very understandable. They came in as the number 1 seed in the section. They had home court advantage. They also had the advantage of having beaten these same Red Knights twice earlier this year by sizable margins. But the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights raised the level of their play when it mattered most. They came out with a shock and awe offense. They had a 10-point lead to begin the match. It was 10-0, and they really never looked back. And it was a knockout punch from the beginning, if I were to characterize it. And our final score, 74-53. And now we're setting up the table and the presentation for these Red Knights. This will be at least their third Section 6-3A championship. And meanwhile, the Spartans licking their wounds. And they'll be back. They had a great year. And a few cheers, obviously. They were 25-3 on the year. They'll finish 25-4. And I can't overstate how incredible of a record that is for any basketball team at any level. And they have a lot to be proud of. And as they graduate and move forward, they'll look back at this with fond memories. High school reunions, coming back from college, getting together with their friends. They'll look back at this as a great year, but right now it's going to be hard for them to look at it this way. And now we are going to the medal presentation and the runner-up trophy in Section 6-3A to the Orono Spartans. Now the presentation. Now, the student managers for Orono. Now Maya Moore. She's a junior. She'll be back next year. She averaged 23.7 points per game. And I'm not sure who this is. I don't see a number, which is what I go by. That's number 5, Bryn Leafried, junior, 5'11" forward. She'll be back next year. They're going to get another shot. Now number 10, Mava Cook, junior, 5'8" guard. Now announcing number 11, that's Reese Gulnuheisen. And now number 13, Megan Ron, junior, 5'6" guard, getting her runner-up medal. And now number 14, Marin Prenovo. She had a great game. She's just a sophomore. She'll be back. And now number 20, a junior, Ella Farrell, 5'6" guard. She'll be back. And what that's telling me, this Orono team has only one senior. They will be back. Number 21, Raylan Pierce. There's one senior. She's their only one. Now number 22, Jersey Stubbs, a sophomore, 5'5" guard. Now announced number 24, Lila Rice, a junior, 6'2" forward. She'll be back next year. Now number 30, Courtney Zudema, sophomore, 5'6" guard. She'll be back next year. And now number 31, Natalie Kinseth, a junior, 5'8" forward. She'll be back next year. Now number 32, Carly Roush, 6' forward, sophomore. She'll be back next year. Number 33, Evelyn Miller, junior, 6'1", center. She'll be back next year. Number 34, who played a lot of minutes, she averaged 9 points a game, 5'11", junior, Amelia Schwendeman. She'll be back next year. And then Bethany Topman, 9th grader, 5'7", and of course, she'll be back next year. Things are looking bright for Chris Bjorgard and this Orono team as they announce, I think, some student managers, and if I can find their names. Yeah, that was that was Fiona Robertson, and now this is Issa Amon as the student manager. And now the captains are going to come forward, and that's Maya Moore along with number 21, Raylan Pierce. Pierce is the only senior, and you can see why this is probably a lot more emotional for her. She will graduate this year, but all the rest of these Spartans are back next year, which tells me they are going to be back very likely in this championship game. And now, the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, at least their 3rd consecutive year accepting the gold medals in Section 6-3A. They have a senior team. And being announced first. All right, that's number 2, Zeta Jenkins, the freshman. Now number 3, senior, Kendall McGee. She averaged 12 points a game and 6 rebounds. This is her team. She's the heart and soul. Now Sydney Friedley. She averaged 10 a game. She's a sophomore. She'll be back next year. And now Zahara Bishop, the leading scorer. She's a senior, so this is her last run. Averaged 20 a game. Now stepping up is Isabella Yakub, another senior. She averaged nearly 3 a game. And now checking in is Elabella Stevenson-Shemek. She's a senior. And I forgot to mention, that was Harper Stevenson-Shemek, a junior who got the first medal at the very beginning. I didn't mention her name. And there's Presley Watkins. What a game she had. She's shooting lights out. She'll be back next year. And now number 14, Mirabelle Wismer, a junior. Watkins is just a sophomore. And now coming out, number 20, Brevelyn Rioba, a junior. She'll be back next year. And now number 22, Audrey Pohl, a senior, making her last run to the state tournament. How much fun is that going to be for these girls? Now number 23, Madeline Seymour, a junior. She'll be back. Now another senior, number 25, Ashley Scram, the senior, big smile on her face. I happened to meet her parents as I was walking up to the gate to get ready for this game. Nice folks. Now number 30, Kira Willis, 8th grader. She'll be back for the next half a decade, won't she? Now number 33, Catherine Kastner, senior, making her last run for a three-peat. Now number 34, Harper Woolrabi. And then number 35, Josephine Naji. You know, I was wondering where she is, but obviously she was not able to play tonight. She averaged 6 points a game. Now student managers, and I don't have their names, unfortunately. But they know who they are, and hopefully those of you watching, you know who they are. And I played high school basketball. The managers are incredibly important to the success of the team, and they are part of the team just as much as the players, and the players will tell you that. And now McGee, Friedley, and Casper, and Zahara Bishop, and the Red Knights are going back to state to defend their title. Going for the three-peat. I don't know if that's ever happened in high school sports. And there's their dance, a little bit of the JJ dance, and that will conclude the award ceremony. So for Paul Broden, our producer, as we watch them line up for the team photo, we'll get a shot of that right before we say goodnight. Although now they're coming to their fans, and we'll capture this too. You don't get to see this kind of high school joy very much, do you? Reminds me of Rocky running up the steps and celebrating. It really is that moment. So that'll do it for our broadcast. For Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our production at ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Red Knights going to the state tournament. We'll see you again. Have a great night.